USA, USA, USA. Even though there's not an American fighter in the main event, I'm still repping Team USA out here. And I'm excited to chat it up with my people. Now, it's a late night live, it's earlier than normal. But the reason being is that the press conference is on at 8 o'clock. I'm doing a press conference reaction video, so I need to be able to watch that press conference and take some notes so I can drop a banger video after this stream. The members stream will be delayed a little bit, probably like 9:30ish for members. Sorry I didn't go live yesterday. It was Valentine's Day, I enjoyed my day. I hope you guys are all doing good. Shout out to everybody watching. Shout out to everybody supporting. I appreciate my people who are helping make this thing possible. We're on the road to 28,000 subs this week. We got a major card, so big things are coming. Big W's to all you guys. I'm looking forward to breaking down this card live. I've had people ask me or even just, drop their own takes. Bro, you're breaking down the card how many times in a week? Can I tell you, the mentality I have with multiple breakdowns is as such. Sunday's an early breakdown. Get it out before we're even on the Monday of fight week. Monday, money line with Mike Finch is great to go back and forth. Wednesday is pure betting. Today is, I think, the most honest take breakdown, right? Because I'm going back and forth with chat. We get the people's votes in to see where the heads of the masses are at. And then you guys can go back afterwards and see what the community thinks about the picks. And I like having this because I can give you my true thought process and not, just have to worry about dropping a pick straight through like with the normal Sunday show. And then obviously post weigh-ins and then fight companion Saturdays. So I love the late night live. Thank you guys all for being here. I see all my people up in the chat. I'm looking forward to a live stream. We're going to have some push-ups. We got one fight this week. We got Mac versus Latrell. I think that's going to be a pretty sick UPC. Going to be a little later, like I said, because after this stream, I got to get my weigh-in reaction. And the UFC weigh-in starts at 8 o'clock. And that means probably around 9 o'clock. What's up, everybody in chat, though? I appreciate it. I see everybody. I see all you savages. I see all you savages. Hap Chandler doesn't like the betting breakdown. Listen, we're talking the fights. I'll still Q&A it up. You like the after ceremonial weigh-in breakdown and bets? Let's go, Rob F. Confidence on Lemos. Confidence on Ian Gary. Confidence on Barlow. I like Kopylov as a dog a lot. We'll talk about all the fights. Hopefully you guys are doing really good. I'm doing good. Enjoy dinner with the wife, Spartacus. Pick 'em. I see you, Rob F. Everybody. Rent Free, Carmy, Grimy, Kim Mole Queen, J Mac. Justin Mack, I hope you're okay, my friend. I hope life is treating you all right. I'm disappointed to hear you're going through it, man. If it's a situation that I already know about, I really am hoping that everything ends up okay, man. Yeah, keep your head up, Mac. Throw Mac some love in chat, bro. You know what? We're just glad to have you. And if you don't want to do UPC tonight, don't feel bad about saying no. We can take a chill week off from UPC. We can just chop it up in members and bring people on to chat. Doesn't have to be every week. It's all good. Girthy meats. So I'm hyped, bro. I'm hyped. Yeah, I got a Zinskis. Would you shave every hair in your body and stream for Dana White's job? I do it for Dana's job. But then I would grow it right back. Tony versus BJ added to the 300 prelims. That makes a lot of sense. That'd be dope. That'd be fucking sick, actually. Let's start the breakdowns, fellas. I want to light my joint. We're going to start the breakdown in the next minute. I hope you guys had a good Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to you all. Tomorrow, I'm going to have my MMA expert shirt that my girlfriend created for me. I'm going to give her a big shout during the weigh-in show at the beginning. So I'm looking forward to that. Have you a few drinks, Justin Mack. We're not drug testing. I hope the press conference is longer than 15 minutes, too. Your girl broke up with you on Valentine's? I'm sorry, Charlie. I'm not trying to ignore the comments, Bone Tims. There's a lot that flew in. A lot that flew in quickly, man. Yeah, we're going to break this card down in a moment. I already got MMA Fight Center up and ready to rock. I am rocking the shades because you know what? They look nice. Put all my money on Volk instead of buying her a gift. To be honest, you shit the bed on that one, bro. I won't lie to you. Um, if you actually give a fuck, you should have gave her something, bro. But that's your own business, not mine. That's your own business. Whatever makes you happy. Maybe she wasn't the girl you wanted. Maybe you guys weren't doing good. I don't know. But I do hope that you're all right. It was your 10-year anniversary yesterday. Happy 10 years, Moises. AJ, Loki, you're losing chub on your face. Respects. Thanks, bro. I've definitely got my jawline a bit more chiseled. You guys will see me start really dropping the body fat. Planning when I get back from my vacay. So end of March, I'm planning on probably cutting about 12 pounds. 12 pounds down from wherever I'm at. So let's say I'll be at 193-ish, 194. I don't know, maybe even 195. I'll cut down to like 182, 180. Right now I'm 190, 191. The Volk Topuria interactions are great, man. I'm excited as hell. 5'9", 190, 191 right now. I did like a nice 3-week mini cut, and now I'm just, slowly putting a little size on. Gain 50 pounds and have to keep it for life? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. Anyone have trouble in Australia watching the main event? Have they changed the UFC app to Kaio? Somebody help out Bon Tims in chat. Somebody help out Bon Tims. Damn, Mac. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry to Mac in chat. He's my boy. We'll talk later during the members. But yeah, so plan is we're breaking down this card live. And then following this, I'm going to watch the press conference. I'm going to take some notes and I'm going to drop a reaction video to the presser. And then right after that, I'll be doing the, member stream. Member stream, hopefully by 9:30. I'm trying to get it by 9:30. That's my goal, 9:30 Eastern time. So maybe, if you're out west, 6:30. If you're over in the UK, a little later, little past 3 a.m. Bro, I'm from the South. My kid just came home and said, "Are you happy I made a B on a roll?" I said, "What? B on a roll?" B on a roll is still good. I'll be happy. You be want to go bald to take Dana's place? I see you showing your hair, Pick'em. I see you showing your flow. Your hair looks good, my man. Pick'em will be live for the presser, guys. So after this stream, check out Pick'em's for the live press conference reaction. I don't do the live reactions. I do a video thereafter. So I don't know. I like to just absorb it all, take notes on it, and then drop my takes on everything. All right, we're going to get into this breakdown. I already have the poll up for the first fight. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Show some love. It's the late night live. It's UFC 298 fight week. This is a massive week. Make sure you guys subscribe if this is your first time tuning in. I promise you will not be disappointed with the content. Starting the card off is Andrea Lee versus Miranda Maverick in a battle of the ladies here. I feel like Andrea Lee is just a decent pick in a coin flip of a fight. You could go heads or tails on this one, and you have the same probability as hitting it if you're picking straight. Because in all actuality, could Miranda Maverick take a close decision? Yes. But Andrea Lee's competent in the grappling. She does have a length advantage. She does have decent striking. Miranda Maverick is not super powerful in the stand-up. She has solid wrestling, but she isn't one of the best wrestlers in the UFC. And I think Andrea Lee can surprise a lot of people here. She was very close when she took on Macy Barber, as was Miranda Maverick. I'd say these girls, in all actuality, have similar levels of skill. Lee is, obviously racked up more losses, and the record on paper doesn't look as good, but she's fought high-tier opposition in the UFC very consistently. I think that Andrea Lee is going to edge it by a little bit and take a split decision. It is a plus 160 underdog tag. So moneyline underdog is live. Fight going over 2.5 is very live, but that's in the minus 300s. You could throw down on Lee by a decision, but I don't think it's going to give you as much back, as for the risk. Like, I'm not saying there's a high probability of her finishing Miranda Maverick, but Lee to win a decision is plus 225. So you get a little extra squeeze on that. And I think Lee is going to end up getting a close decision, really close. I cannot convince you, Andrea Lee, but your official pick is Maverick. Totally get it. I don't think it's a bad pick. Be on a roll. Be on a roll. Be on a roll. I guess it's going over my head. Choosing Lee is insane. Pick'em says he's wearing a wig. That's funny. The be on a roll. The be honored roll. Or like be on a roll, like he's running. Your parlay this week is Volk, Kopylov, Marab. Let's go, Zohan. You're like butter. You're on a roll. Let's go, baby. Andrea Lee has worse takedown defense than Priscilla. I don't think that's a true statement, Nevik. I think Lee has a very good chance. You think she's going to get murked, insanely overrated and overhyped, Carrie? So, wow. Oh, you said Neal. I thought you said Lee, Chad Cuba. I think Maverick wins. Lee has to win. Otherwise, it would go over. What's up, dude? I'm looking at the chat, and it's like me thinking Lee's a live dog. Doesn't seem like it's the most high-tier pick. I was the only one slide picking Lee, but I respect the brain, AJ. Your only L is that you're not picking Cejudo. Fair. I want a clean sweep. I think there's a KO in the first 2 rounds for Barlow. We'll talk about that fight in a minute. Can Maverick finish? I don't think she will. The odds for the fight are very favorable towards Maverick. The people in chat, though, are on Maverick at 64%, but it's not an overly convincing Maverick call by the people watching. It's nothing too crazy. You look like Stallone in Rocky 3. That's dope. Hell yeah. Thanks. All right. First people's pickup is Miranda Maverick to win. They're going against me. I am picking Andrea Lee. But cheers to the chat for going against me, bro. I respect it. I think it'll go over for sure. I'd be shocked if there's a finish. Like, seriously, I'd be shocked if there's a finish. We're throwing the poll up for the next fight. Looking forward to talking about this second fight. All right. Next fight on the card, we got Oban Elliott versus Val Woodburn. I'm picking Oban Elliott simply because I don't even feel Val Woodburn looks UFC level. I mean, he looks pretty ripped, cutting down to 170 pounds. I don't know. His proportions remind me of like a normal-sized pygmy. You know, the pygmy people that are kind of like real short with the big heads. He kind of has that look. I think Oban Elliott with Chael Sonnen in attendance has to win. He is a big Chael fan. Helwani got Chael to drop some love for Oban Elliott in an interview. I thought that was a pretty dope clip that I saw on Twitter. So respect to, Helwani showing Oban the love and getting Chael to give him a little, I don't know what to call it, a little blessing before he goes out there. I just don't feel like Val's UFC level. What do we really know about Val? He's 7-1. He fought Bo Nickel, and then he's fought guys through the lower level scene. I mean, outside of the Bo Nickel fight, yes, he was a 7-0 fighter. Lewis Mello, who he went to the scorecards with, was 30-16, and that is not an impressive record. Lewis Mello, had a shitload of losses heading into that fight. It was a journeyman. Wesley Martins was 17-8. He got a decision there. Then fights before, like 3-1, 3-1, 1-0, 0-2, 0-6, 5-2 amateur record. So it's like Woodburn seems to have some level of skill and experience, but I just don't think he looks all that impressive. And he is 30. Oban Elliott's 9-2 as a pro. He beat Khalid Brito as a dog. I don't think Oban Elliott is this big powerhouse, super dangerous. And like, I still think Val just lacks the technicality, though. He's going to end up losing here. Does he get finished? Maybe. You know what's crazy, bro? Oban Elliott, like, the potential is high on him because it was an unbeaten 9-0 amateur MMA fighter. 2 knockout wins for Oban. He's not high tier for the KO, but Woodburn got lights out last time. Submission, he's got 3. Decision, he's got 4. I'm kind of just feeling the decision side of Oban Elliott. I just think him getting it done on the scorecards makes a lot of sense. This whole chat is a diamond gem. Hey, let's go. You guys are amazing. You don't care about that fight? This one, the money line sucks. Minus 310 is not the tag that it should be. Press conference is at 8 o'clock. I'll be doing a reaction video following it. Val Woodcox trains with your boys, Strickland, AJ, and Chris Curtis. I don't care. I don't know. I don't feel it. I don't feel it towards the side of Val Woodburn. You think Woodburn wins? Sneaky dog here? I wouldn't play it personally. I think Oban Elliott gets a W. Now, I'm not crazy about Oban on the money line. Maybe you throw him in a parlay, 3 or 4 shot parlay. But, yeah, I'm going with Oban with Chael in attendance. I just think the stars are aligning for him to end up getting a win, man. Guys, we got 165 people with only 29 likes. Let's at least get 50 up in here. Holy hell. The Oban Elliott money line is over minus 300. The over 2.5 is plus 140. Interesting. Elliott to win by a decision is plus 215. Knockout at plus 275. A submission at plus 250. There's a lot of unknowns. I think prop betting here is pretty dangerous. I like the chances of Oban Elliott winning a competitive fight. I'll say that just the straight money line is maybe something you add to a parlay, but I would not go after a 3-1 tag, and I wouldn't have it on every damn parlay. Yeah, Latrell, we're doing UPC a little later today. You and Mac will push it up. You and Mac will push it up. You think Woodburn's getting a KO? I don't think Woodburn's good. Like, I guess what has impressed you guys about Val Woodburn? What impressed you guys about Val Woodburn? You think the only respectable bet here is 10 pounds on Woodburn? I get that. Like around 9:30. I mean, it could be a little later, could be a little earlier, but it's just the press conference. Can we move on? Yes. Oban Elliott is 54% of the people's pick. So there is like a strong amount of love towards the side of Val Woodburn. And I think the odds make sense why they'd sway you that way. But at even lines, like, come on, bro. How the fuck can I really pick Val Woodburn? Main card. We'll get to the main card. We're talking about every fight on the card. I don't just do main cards. I talk about every fight. All these fights have significance, and I will discuss each one of them. All right. Poll is going up for this next fight. Bum, 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 bum. I'm pretty stoked for this next one. All right. What's up, guys? I see everybody joining chat. Shout out. All right. Next fight on the card. We have Josh Quinlan versus Danny Barlow. I see Danny Barlow knocking Josh Quinlan out. Massive reach advantage. Dangerous striking style for Barlow. He's got good length, power. Josh Quinlan's hittable down the center. He's a guy that loads up and throws big power, and he's got some nice KO wins, but he was badly outstruck by Trey Waters last time. He was tough in that fight, but, deserved to lose. I think Barlow's got more power than Trey Waters, and he's got that type of length as well, where I really think Barlow's going to shine from the outside. Josh Quinlan, like, he was taking steroids at one point, and then he got off of them, and he said the reason he was taking them, he was insecure. I've made jokes all week. Oh, it's because the guys I want to back take the steroids and don't even believe they take them. I want the sociopaths. Like, I'm half joking, but there's got to be concerns about Josh Quinlan mentally heading into fights without taking steroids. When he was taking steroids, and he admitted to taking steroids, I think that Danny Barlow is going to chin him, and we're going with Barlow to win. Big length advantage. I do like you, Zero Balance. I see you, bro. You hate that I'm taking Quinlan, but I think he's slicker on the feet, stronger cardio, and his hair flows way better. Damn, that's crazy. I like Barlow a lot here. Barlow by KO is making sense to me. That's what I'm seeing. That's all I've been seeing. Danny fucking Barlow to chin him, bro. 7-0. Yeah, I think he can get it done. 4 KO wins. You said take a look at his decision win over a bum. What, in 2022, he beat a 1-0 guy by decision, but he's been knocking everybody else out since then. Josh Quinlan on the flip side, 6-1 as a pro, does have a no contest against Logan Urban following contender. He chinned Jason Witt, who's notoriously chinnable, and then Trey Waters outstruck him for 3 rounds. Listen, we're going to see what happens, man. Impressive amateur run for Quinlan, but the concern has got to be, like, how long was he taking steroids for? Did he just start taking steroids when he got to contender? Or was he taking shit beforehand and through his whole amateur career? Because they're not drug testing strictly, okay, as far as you're looking at amateur MMA, regional scene MMA. The drug testing is not strict. You can get away with a lot of shit. So Quinlan may have been using anabolics for years. We don't know if he was popping steroids before fights consistently. Now, could he have recovered naturally? Maybe. Is he still using stuff under the table, low doses that is not able to be tracked and traced? Like if he's doing, I read something, okay? And this is years ago that I read this. And this is a powerful statement for you guys to remember. They say that low dose testosterone is not always detectable even under a USADA test. So if he's just running a low dose of testosterone, there's a chance now with USADA being gone that he has more wiggle room. Not saying he's a guaranteed steroid cheat still, but I'm going to assume, and I have to assume this, that Josh Quinlan was using anabolic steroids throughout his amateur career and especially his professional run outside of the UFC. Now, could he be fully natural now off the sauce? Absolutely. Could there be drawbacks to that? Absolutely. But with USADA gone, could a guy who used steroids before maybe be a bit more mindful this time about timing the steroids with a less than drug testing system now? And could he be back on? So could Barlow end up losing to a Josh Quinlan that's on the roids? Maybe. But if he's natural, I think Barlow takes him. This fight, to me, it's the concern is simple with this fight. It would be if Quinlan has that sauce back, he's going to have a clear advantage because I believe Danny Barlow is a natural athlete. The secret juices, man. The secret juices. I like the knockout chance here. UFC press conference at 8 p.m. Eastern time. The reach and height is a big issue. Absolutely. I don't think Barlow's taking him down. Whatever organization that replaces USADA is probably not testing as frequently in foreign countries. They're probably not even testing as frequently stateside. Yep. I fucking doubted Barlow on contender and I regretted the hell out of it. You remember that too. And I'm not doing that again. I think Barlow is getting a win. As far as the odds for this fight, Barlow sits around minus 212. Yeah, it's not a beautiful money line. I'm not arguing that. But I think there's a real chance that he gets a KO here. Knockout win for Barlow is plus 130. I see Barlow getting his hand raised. I think he's beating Josh Quinlan. I'm going with his side. You want me to do a Ripskis? Listen, because it's a pay-per-view stream and we got over 200 people in here, I need 100 likes to rip it up. I got to make it worth my while because I'm clear-headed and flowing right now. So if you want me to rip it, I need 100, baby. Make sure you guys smash the likes. Barlow to win it, according to the people. I'm in agreement with them. The people are onto something. Quinlan's never been dropped. The problem is the Quinlan data of what he's done in mixed martial arts is simply flawed because he was taking PEDs. So without the PEDs, you're looking at somebody that could be 30% less. He could be a 30% worse fighter. He could not even be UFC level. There's a lot of red flags around Quinlan. I understand some people backing him. That's fair. That's fair. And I respect you guys on either side, okay? But to me, I'm picking against the steroid user who's supposed to be natural now. And I think Barlow's a bad motherfucker. So Barlow via KO is my official prediction on this fight. Excuse me. Let's keep running up the card. This next one, I'm actually really stoked to talk about. All right. Ribeiro versus Zhang. Let's go. Yeah, next fight, we have light heavyweight, heavy-handed savages, Zhang Mingyang versus Brendson. Ribeiro. Obviously, Ribeiro got a big win last time out on Contender Series. He was an underdog going in there against Bruno Lopez. I'm going to say Luis Lopez. Mingyang Zhang came through as a big underdog on the road to the UFC and beat George Tokos. Now, that was a while ago, a year and 8 months ago. Both guys are susceptible to being chinned. Both have been knocked out in the past before. On the side of Ribeiro, he does have a scary length advantage, which I'm concerned about. I think that Mingyang Zhang is a little faster with his hands, and especially in the close range boxing. The red flag against Mingyang Zhang, and because this is the late night live, I'll tell you straight, is a red flag I did not witness and I did not notice until following. I saw that Askar Mazarov ended up knocking Mingyang Zhang out back in 2018. But just to give you some truth, Mingyang Zhang at that point was trash. He was 5-4 as a pro, and then he moved to 5-5. Since losing to Askar, he's won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 fights and only lost 1 fight. He's on a legit win streak right now. 9-fight winning streak. Brendson Ribeiro, on the flip side, he's taken some L's, man. He's been knocked out a couple times early. Now, he was impressive against Lopez. Both of these guys are big risk bets because I think both are susceptible to being knocked out. And I think both do have knockout capabilities. Where I see this fight unfolding is early. I think this fight's a knockout. I think Mingyang Zhang is going to end up winning, man. I think Mingyang Zhang is going to do well closing the gap and ripping punches. Brendson Ribeiro is good from the outside, though. I don't know if Zhang is rated to the other Zhang. Weili's brother. Is it actually Weili's brother? Or are you joking with me? I never even realized that. Is that a true thing? Can somebody tell us? Somebody in chat confirm. Mingyang Zhang. Is that the brother? Since his last loss, who was the only person with a positive record he beat? So since his loss last time out, he beat a 4-0 fighter, 8-5 fighter, 9-6 fighter, 7-2 fighter. So yeah, that's fair. Some concerns about competition level. Absolutely there. Not a brother. I didn't think so. I never heard that. Yeah, Zhang did kill Tokos, and Tokos was a huge favorite. So I am going to back the side of Mingyang Zhang to win. I think he can get a KO. I think he can win this fight. I think he can look dangerous. But I understand Brendson Ribeiro getting love, especially with Ribeiro as a slight underdog. He's plus 100 to Mingyang Zhang at minus 120. Zhang by KO only plus 100. Under 1.5 in this fight is minus 300. It's almost tempting to just go over 1.5 and just hope for the best because it's plus 240. My prediction for this fight, though, is it will end early. But the betting side is absolutely horrendous. I think Mingyang Zhang wins a KO. But Ribeirio's a scary dog. As far as the people in chat, Ribeiro is 54%. Mingyang Zhang at 46. Coin flip fight. Coin flip poll. Let's go. AJ, I bought seats for 298. I need your pick so I can shout you out, please. Trap Lord, I got you, bro. I've been dropping my picks all week long, brother. I am going to go with Mingyang Zhang, but the chat is on the underdog. I respect that. Lopez would have beat Brendson if he shot takedowns. Lopez also looked a lot more gun shy and uncomfortable on his feet from the outside than somebody like Mingyang Zhang does. There's a lot of unknowns with this fight. It's really not a smart money line bet. But the prediction still is Zhang, and I think this fight ends inside of the first 2 rounds, specifically the first round. All right, I'm going to throw the poll up for our next fight. All right, poll is up now. Let's keep running. Next fight on the card, we have Rinya Nakamura versus Carlos Vera. I am picking the side of Rinya Nakamura, as you should. Everybody should be picking Rinya Nakamura. Carlos Vera, He's 36. He's an Ultimate Fighter veteran. He lost to Brad Katona on the show. Susceptible to takedowns, definitely. Does have okay jiu-jitsu, does have legit taekwondo. His kicking skill set is solid. But unfortunately, I just think he's too late to the party, and they are throwing him to a lion. This is a sacrificial lamb to a lion. Rinya Nakamura was bulldozing everybody through the road to the UFC, okay? But in all actuality, in the UFC, maybe he underwhelmed us just dominating Ferdy on the scorecards. But Fernie Garcia is not an easy guy to bully. I know people are going to say, well, look how easy Hyder Amil ran through Fernie. Fernie took that fight up a weight class on 5 days' notice. Rinya Nakamura, he was at least fairly well prepared for and at his true weight class. I think Rinya can finish a 36-year-old Carlos Vera. I think he can wear him down with wrestling and potentially lock up a submission. A knockout is not crazy either. Vera's got decent kicks, but I'm not impressed by the hands. Over 2.5 in the Maverick and over 2.5 in the Marab, and you like Nakamura inside distance. I like your mindset, Pick'em. Nakamura is your lock of the week, bro. Nakamura at minus 1,300. You telling me I got chalky locks sometimes? That's the chalkiest lock I've ever seen. Are you betting it money line? Minus 1,300 for $100? I don't think Cheetos Vera's brother is going to win by sub. If Carlos Vera wins, then Rinya Nakamura is a bust. Minus 14 favorite who opened up at minus 900. Over 1.5 is minus 135. I do think we have a live chance to hit over 1.5. Nakamura to win by submission. You can make a little plus money at plus 195. A KO is only plus 125 with a decision at plus 225. Hey, listen, you lock whatever you want, Lewis. I'm not hating. Do your thing, brother. It's a chalky locky, the chalkiest of chalk. I think under 2.5 is a good bet. I believe fighters at minus 1,000 or higher go up to decision something like 6% of the time. I think it is going to be a finish. Yeah, the odds are low. If you use Bet365, you can add them to a parlay, and if you have 6 legs, 30% odds boost. All right. That is all caps. That's good that you said it in all caps. He's going to win, but yeah, he can win in any method. Unfortunately, you're kind of just playing with wildfire here. 75% on Nakamura. There is a small portion of you on Vera, but I will take that as you guys fucking around. I don't think you can be confident on Vera. Like, I don't know. Anybody in chat right now, tell me, am I wrong? Is there anybody here that is on Vera? You being sarcastic? I thought you might have been. Who is on Vera? Anybody? Anybody in chat on Vera, speak now or forever hold your peace. New here, when's the press conference? Hey, carry fa the plug. Press conference is on at 8 o'clock. I'm dropping a press conference reaction video immediately following that presser. We saw Vera on you on Tough, the Ultimate Fighter. He wasn't impressive. Agreed. Yeah, nobody's on Vera. Nobody has said they're on Vera. Vera vicious first one. Pickle Sandwich said it, guys. Pickle Sandwich is on Vera. The one and the only Pickle Sandwich. Let's go. Let's keep running up this card. Next fight's heavyweights. This is going to be sick. This is a scary fight. Oh, my gosh. I'm looking forward to discussing this one. All right. Poll is about to be up. Next fight on the card, Marcos Rogério de Lima versus Justin Tafa in a battle of very large heavyweights. Okay, so I am picking de Lima, and I know there is a strong percentage of people that like Tafa as a dog, and I'll agree. Tafa winning by knockout is better for the heavyweight division, but we have to be realistic about what Justin Tafa has done inside of the UFC, because he hasn't beaten anybody with the skill set like a Marcos Rogério de Lima. If you look at the side of Justin Tafa's 3-fight winning streak and you actually dig into it, it's a 4-fight unbeaten streak, but he's won 3 of his last 4 with 1 no contest. And it was Austin Lane who he knocked out in 1:22 and then had a no contest with before that. Austin Lane lost to Greg Hardy by knockout. He beat Parker Porter by KO. Porter is a back-end guy. Harry Hunsucker is not UFC level whatsoever. Jared Vandera was released from the promotion. Carlos Felipe was released from the promotion. Juan Adams, who he has a win over, was released from the promotion. He's in BKFC. Jorgen De Castro, who he lost to, was released from the promotion. Parker Porter's not in the promotion. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of his 7 UFC opponents are no longer with the UFC. We have to be realistic and say he's fought nobody with skill. On the opposite front, Marcos Rogério de Lima is a veteran. He fought way back on the Ultimate Fighter Brazil. He lost to Carlos Jr., Shoeface. He's fought the likes of Nikita Krylov and won. He lost to Gazarmat Antigulov. That looks bad now. Fought OSP and lost. Lost to Stefan Struve. Beat Ben Sassoli, who's also from a similar region of the world as Tafa. Romanov beat him. Has wins over Maurice Green, Ben Rothwell, Andrea Arlovsky, and Waldo Cortez Acosta. You look at the opposition. It is so much higher from Marcos Rogério de Lima. You look at the results, they are solid opponents. I mean, Waldo Cortez Acosta is a quality fighter. Andrea Arlovsky is a legend. Ben Rothwell is still a savage, and he got chinned. Maurice Green is okay. He was in PFL. I'm not telling you guys that Lima is the best bet of all time. I'm not telling you that Lima is somebody to throw the house on. But in all actuality, you have to look at the side of Tafa and say, bro, he's fought nobody. Could he go out there and chin De Lima and shut me up? And I was completely wrong. Absolutely, that could happen. Let's be honest here. But in all honesty, on the flip side, he hasn't beaten anybody good to prove that he could do that. Marcos Rogério de Lima would be live and striking with Tafa and then mixing in takedown attempts. People have said, no way he's taking him down. RoboCop's older brother wins. Let's go, Sleuth. Thank you for starting the Dono train. We got to get the Dono train rolling for this late night live. Big W to Sleuth. Thank you for the 199, bro. Chat, you guys got to understand. The simple truth is this. Tafa has fought nobody. De Lima has fought decent opposition. We don't know. Nobody's mentioning that De Lima basically had his teeth broken and eat solid foods after the Lewis fight. He's going to be gun shy. Derek Lewis hit him with a flying knee. That's like a one-of-one move, right? Tafa is not Derek Lewis, not even close. You got Tafa first round KO. No, I never took Tafa. I never pick flipped. I took De Lima the whole time. I said to myself as I'm doing my research, right? And then I'm just like looking at Tafa. I'm like, okay, he hits really fucking hard. I love the striking, but he's not beating anybody. He's not beating anybody. Maybe he goes out there and proves me wrong. Your heart says Tafa, brain says De Lima. I'm in the same spot. I'm in a very similar position. What's up? What's up, guys? What's up if you're just joining? Make sure you smash those likes. I'm going to close out the poll here in a second. The money line odds, though, I'm going to read off. -146, De Lima. Tafa +126. This fight going under 1.5 is -160. And over 1.5 at +130 is live. De Lima could win by submission, and I think it could be later into the second round, +400. Does Tafa knock him out in one shot and shut me up? Let's find out. It's +135 for that. De Lima by a decision win sits at +375. I'm picking Marcos Rogério de Lima. I think he wins this fight. That's the truth. It is what it is. Tafa could sleep with one punch? Maybe. But what happens if Tafa's on his back? What happens if Tafa gets taken down? We don't know. I get why you guys like him as a dog. I don't think you're crazy for betting Tafa. And I don't think that De Lima is this gem of a bet. But in all fairness, and I have to be all fair, have to be all fair. Bum, 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 bum. Maverick, Elliott, Barlow, Ribeiro, Nakamura, Tafa. All right, we got some disagreement amongst us. Yo, shout out to George. He's the man. AJ, you the fucking man. 100K subs by the end of the year. Let's go, George. Let's go, George. Shout out to George, man. He's an absolute W, a walking W. Absolute goated. George, thank you for that dono, man. I appreciate you helping make this thing possible. Choo choo to the dono train. And yeah, members live stream going on a little later tonight too. So something to note. Let's keep running up the card. I do got to kind of step on the gas a little because the press conference is supposedly in the next 40 minutes, but it'll probably be an hour from now. I'm going to throw the poll up for our next fight. Next fight on the card, we got Amanda Lemos versus Mackenzie Dern. Amanda Lemos is my pick in this feature prelim. Female lock. I've had success with the women's lock last week, and I'm having success, I believe, again this week. I think that Amanda Lemos is live as hell to win this fight. I think she could win by a finish. I think she can outstrike Mackenzie Dern, avoid grappling pressure and takedowns. I think she can rip apart her legs. I think she can touch her up with the hands. I think she can rock her on the feet. Mackenzie Dern, when striking starts going against her, she gets really reckless. And I know Mackenzie Dern is significantly younger, but Amanda Lemos is not removed from her prime. She had a gutsy performance against the current world champion in Weili Zhang, and she had some submission attempts that were close. She's good at grabbing necks. Mackenzie Dern's got legit championship jiu-jitsu, but it's not going to be easy to bully Amanda Lemos here. I'm picking Lemos to win. I think she can get a knockout. Trent P. Lemos W. Let's go. Good stuff, AJ. Absolute gem for real. Thank you, brother. Trent P. Man, my guy. My guy. You're an absolute winner, bro. I appreciate you a ton. Big W to Trent P in chat. Big W to Trent P in chat. Yeah, I think Lemos pulls it off, guys. If you look last time with Mackenzie Dern, dude, she got fucked up by Andrade bad. And Lemos was arguably outstriking Andrade. If you want to become a member, the link is in the description. It'll send you to where you can join, my friend. We got a member stream going down at around 9:30 tonight. I got a video to drop right before, and then we're going to keep bringing it. AJ, I found the truth. The reason you don't take your hat off is because you're being controlled by a rat like Linguini from Ratatouille. That's funny as hell. That's funny as hell. All right, Lemos, 73% of the people's picks. My lock of the card. Let's fucking go. Minus 135 favorite tag is solid. I just like the money line. I mean, knockout, we could say, yeah, bro, try it. Lemos by knockout is plus 125. A plus 125 tag. Lemos is 73% of the chat's picks, and the chat is on to something. Guys, we are about to hit the main card. You know, 100 likes. I told you I'll do a Ripskis. We're 4 away. With over 240 people watching, we could easily hit it. Hey, shout out to Rudy299 for gifting a membership. It was given to Brandon in chat. Big W in the chat to Rudy, and shout out Brandon for becoming a member due to a gift, bro. We got a sweet gift from my guy, Rudy. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you supporting me financially with this membership gift, bro. It means a lot. Adam, Della, Malva, thank you for becoming a member, bro. Hell yes. Hell yes, dude. Hell yes. You guys got to work hard for the shadow box today. I won't lie to you guys. If you want to see me shadow box towards the end of this stream. We have 249 people up in here. I got to just say it straight. I think I should have 200 likes to do something like that. So people that are just watching and not smashing the likes, if you want to see me start ripping some shots, boxing it up, I'll gladly shadow box for the people at 200 likes. I'm pushing it to a high number, but we're over 100. So I owe you all a Ripski. Shout out to my people. Big W's to you guys. We're about to get to the main card in a minute. I'll definitely throw the knee, especially at 200. Definitely will. I'm not taking the shirt off, bro. I'm repping USA, baby. All American. America's real people's champ. The Ripskis was just ripped, bro. All right. Let's get the poll ready for our main card opener. We're about 30 minutes away from when the press conference starts, but in all honesty, they never start on time, and it's kind of annoying that they don't start on time. Like, I want to see press conference on time. All-American Savage DeVito. Let's go, Keith. If you want to become a member, link is in the description. I have a member stream going around at about 9:30. What I do with the member streams is we do the UPC. This week we just have one UPC matchup. And realistically, I like to give you guys a chance to come on stream and chat it face-to-face. So if you want to join me on stream, become a member. I try to give you guys a more personalized experience, bro. And it's just like, it's a good community and members too. The chats are pretty lit. All right. Poll is up for our next fight on the card. And before it happens, Gobi drops an absolute banger of a dono. 19.99 main card. Let's go. Anna Ripskis. Nice. Gobi. Love you, my friend. Gobi's come on the member stream and chatted face to face, bro. He's a gem. If you guys are looking to, get a job under him, he's no joke. GobiTech.com. I'm always shouting out my guy. He's an IT genius. Let's go. My guy. Shout out Gobi, bro. Big W. Big W, Gobi in chat. Let's go. The under 2.5 with Lemos is something I'm not crazy about. I'd rather just money liner. That's how I'm feeling. All right. Let's keep on running up the card. Main card opener. Shout out to the people watching live, and shout out to the replay gang as well. And if you're enjoying, smash the likes. And if you're new, subscribe. I got daily content, daily live streams too. I took yesterday off from a live stream, but still a video. It was Valentine's Day. Anthony Hernandez, Roman Kopylov. I am picking Roman Kopylov. I think that Kopylov can cleanly outstrike Anthony Hernandez. And I also think he can do pretty well stopping the takedown onslaught. You got Kopylov training with some Dagestani wrestlers. You got an OV at the end of the name, which just ups your takedown defense stat by like 20%. Anthony Hernandez has a submission win over a great jiu-jitsu fighter in Rodolfo Vieira, but he was getting dominated positionally. He was in a bad spot. You see what I'm saying? So, to me, how I'm breaking it down in my head is Kopylov can really touch him up and hurt him standing. And I think that Hernandez is going to have a hard time getting it to the ground. We got the big cage. It's not the apex. We got the big cage. And I'm picking Roman Kopylov to win by knockout. Let's go, Kopylov. The money line is great, though. Like, you don't have to stress yourself out and chase a knockout. You don't need to do all that. The money line is beautiful. But just to read it off, okay? Kopylov knockout, we'll bring it up first. The money line is better, though. I'll bring up the money line in a second. Knockout is plus 250. But here, the money line, just straight. You got what? Plus 220? Plus 218? I would much prefer to go money line Roman Kopylov and not have to overthink method of victory, especially when you're only getting 32 more points for playing by a knockout, and then Kopylov wins a decision and you feel like an idiot. It's over 2-1. You don't need a prop bet here. Money line. Hernandez minus 258 on the flip side, but we're going with the side of Kopylov. We're going with Kopylov. Who has Kopylov beaten? I understand the concerns with resume. Let's read off Kopylov's current win streak. Alessio Di Chirico, knockout. Punahele Soriano, knockout. Claudio Ribeiro, knockout. And Josh Frem, knockout. He's been knocking everybody out. He's very good at KOing people. On the other side, Adolfo Vieira win for Anthony Hernandez. Josh Frem win by decision. Kopylov finished him. Marc-Andre Barrios win, which honestly is pretty impressive because Barrios just just lost to Chris Curtis in a close fight. And he beat Edmund Shabazian, who in all actuality is like a much more limited version of Roman Kopylov. And it's not like Shabazian didn't have striking moments. Yeah, we're going with Kopylov for the W, guys. I think Kopylov pulls it off. I'm very excited to watch this fight. Roman Kopylov, 76%, 75% of the people in the chat's picks. I'm closing out the poll and throwing it up. Oh, yeah. Kopylov, he's a good call, guys. I'm telling you. Kopylov is a good call. Roman Kopylov is a tremendous striker. And he's got solid takedown defense as well. I think Kopylov is a great underdog. I'm picking him. Mike Finch locked him on money line earlier this week, too. Something else to mention. All right. I'm going to throw the poll up for our next fight on the card. Cejudo Dvalishvili. Next fight on the card, we got Merab Dvalishvili versus Henry Cejudo. I'm picking Merab. I've picked Merab since his fight was announced. Why? Because I think Merab Dvalishvili will have success pressing Henry Cejudo. I don't think he'll have great success on actually landing takedowns, but I don't think that's going to be the biggest factor here. It's going to be a heavy pace and output by Merab Dvalishvili, pressure grappling onslaught, which leads to a lot of control in the clinch. I think Cejudo might have some moments, but I'll be real with you. I feel as though Merab stylistically is a harder fight for Henry Cejudo than Aljamain Sterling. Merab is in your face the whole time. He doesn't get lackadaisical at all. Merab is a win over Petr Yan, the guy who sent Henry Cejudo into retirement out of true fear of losing to the Russian killer. I think Merab Dvalishvili wins, unanimous decision. I think he's got this. I think he's got this for sure. That's the call. Let's go. We're going Merab Dvalishvili decision. Over on the significant strikes, maybe. I like the decision better. Minus 222 is kind of trash for money line. Cejudo plus 187. I'd be pretty surprised if there's a finish here. The over 2.5 is minus 300. That's a good play for parlays. Obviously not money lines. Decision win for Merab is minus 145. So there's not a ton of plus money to be had here, but confidence on Merab winning is solid. I do think he wins a decision. I do think this fight goes the full distance. The chat is on Dvalishvili as well. The chat likes Merab, and I think that makes a lot of sense. Merab Dvalishvili, brother, I'm gonna kill the guy. All right, let me throw it in the, whatever we call it, in the people's picks. What am I saying? The people's picks are set. You got the short one. You got Cejudo. Who is the short guy? All right, next fight, featured bout, Jeff Neal, Ian Garry. And I don't have a poll up, as I realize, and I need to put it on. Neal versus Garry. Boom. There we go. Poll is up. I am picking Ian Garry. I think that he wins. I think he's technically superior to Neal. He'll have a leg length advantage. I know he's got a little bit shorter arms, but he's got, a more narrow frame. So I think when you're looking at actual length of arms as opposed to his shoulder width, I think we should be pretty good to go for Ian Garry here. I think Garry pretty cleanly works Neal. Now, I think Neal might have some explosive moments, but the more technical skills of Ian Garry will come to really show here. 13-0 Ian Garry. I'm believing in the hype. I'm backing him again. I was picking him against Jeff Neal when it was 297. I'm picking him here with 298. Ian Garry should pull this off. The press conference is going to be so lit. I'm excited as hell for the presser, and I'm even more excited for the press conference reaction. So make sure you guys watch that. I'll have it up on the channel, a bit after the presser. And then members stream at 9:30. Guys, What do we have for likes? We are at 134 likes. I said at 200 likes, I'll shadow box it up. I know we might be a ways away, but this is a pay-per-view week. This is a numbered card. I got to shoot my expectations high. So make sure you guys smash the likes if you haven't, and subscribe if you're new, man. I think that Ian Garry is going to be smooth. Now, as far as who Ian Garry has fought, I can understand arguments, bro. He beat Neal Magny last time, but Neal's a clinch fest. Neal's not that great. Neal just got beaten up and then finished late. He did get a finish late of Mike Malott, but he was still losing the fight fair. Daniel Rodriguez knockout was clean. Kenan Song fight was very uncomfortably close. And then we're in the debut fights. Yeah, really the first two, first three still feel like debut fights. Gabe Green decision, Darian Weeks decision, and Jordan Williams. When I started believing in Ian Garry, it's when he destroyed Daniel Rodriguez. And I recognize Jeff Neal has been in the UFC a long time. Jeff Neal, coming off a loss to Shavkat, not the end of the world. He has a win over Vicente Luque. He was very close with Ponzinibbio, and that gives me confidence in Ian Garry outstriking him. Beat Mike Perry some years before. Obviously lost to Neil Magny and Wonderboy back-to-back. I think Ian Garry wins the fist fight, guys. Now, the odds for this fist fight, minus 234 for Garry, plus 199 for Neal. Garry to win by a decision, which is my official call, is plus 150. I like Garry as a parlay piece money line. Yeah, pick him. I had no faith in Garry early on. I said, I'm making a mistake here. This guy's actually solid. I think Garry wins this. Gabe, I'm just doing one UPC match, but then I'm just taking live viewer questions. The UPC is just a one-off this week. We'll get back to it next week. With the pay-per-view card, I want to chop it up about the fights more. Garry is 63% of the people in chat's pick. I agree with my people, and they agree with me. I just don't see Neal being the guy to end Ian Garry. I'm sorry, I don't see it. Not happening. No way. No. And you know what? You can clip this up after me saying no, and then him getting fucking chinned if it happens. Make a short of it. What's up, Chimaya? Been a while. I know I haven't seen you in a while, but I'm glad you're back here to smash, my friend. Make sure you smash those likes too, because we're at 137. At 200 likes, I'm shadow boxing. We're gonna hit 200 likes on stream. I mean, we got over 100 people that haven't smashed it. I know they're watching. I know they're considering it. Maybe they're like, man, can this guy really shadow box it up? Don't you want to find out? Don't you want to find out? Let's go, baby. Shout out to the people. All right, next fight. I'm gonna throw the poll up. Yeah, this next one is a sick co-main. This co-main event gets me excited. Costa versus Whittaker. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Brother, this is going to be a crazy fight. Hey, always appreciate you in the community. I've been off work since July because of an injury in this channel. Put smiles on my face from day one. Reeves, Hanara, that makes me feel really good, bro. I'm glad you're getting smiles, man. You felt awful clicking on Gary's name. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. All right, let's get to this damn co-main event. Robert Whittaker, Paulo Costa. I'm picking Robert Whittaker. But Paulo Costa is a scary fight for him because if Costa starts ripping big punches and Rob cowers down like he did against DDP, then the truth is Rob's time is past him. Paulo Costa is a lot more jacked, even though Rob Whittaker's put on some muscle. When Rob Whittaker is on point, he is one of the best middleweights to ever do it in the UFC. The issue lies upon his last fight with Dricus du Plessis. He didn't look good. Seemed like he wilted. Now, I believe he's bringing vengeance for this next fight here against Paulo Costa. I think he's coming hungry and really looking to prove something major. I'm going to pick Robert Whittaker. I think that he wins this fight, okay? I don't think it'll be easy for him to win this fight, but I think he does get it done. The Reaper, Robert Whittaker, by a competitive decision, but I understand the love for Paulo Costa, especially Paulo Costa by KO. I understand you guys. You need me to hit a fat rip? I'll do it at 160 likes, bro. We're at 143. 17 likes away. I'll do a rip at 160. Paulo's natty. He's just jacked as fuck. But when's the last time Paulo was impressive? The Luke Rockhold win was a decision. Before that, his last win was Yoel Romero years ago. He had some nice kicks, some dangerous moments against Vettori, but he still lost. Before that, he lost to Adesanya. He hasn't finished the fight since his win over Uriah Hall, like over 5 years ago. I think Rob Whittaker on point. Rob Whittaker training to 100% of himself. Now, I see a question. Is he going to be himself? Well, the fight against Dricus du Plessis was some time ago. It was back in July. So he's had a lot of time to recover. And I think he's had a lot of time to think about that performance. And I expect him to look good. Whereas Costa is inconsistent, bro. Since 2000, what? So 5 years and 7 months ago, he beat Uriah Hall. He's fighting once a year. It's 5 fights over 5 years. And he hasn't fought in a year and 5 months, with the Luke Rockhold fight being his most recent bout. A year and 5 months ago, Robert Whittaker beat Marvin Vettori, and Marvin Vettori has a win over Paulo Costa. Now, MMA math is not what I'm using here. Obviously, this is a different Robert Whittaker, but I think he can win this thing. We're going with Rob Whittaker. Minus 244. I'm not betting this fight. Plus 209 for Costa. The over 1.5 is minus 240. There's a live chance for over. But can you imagine Costa just swarms him? Costa by KO plus 300. Whittaker decision plus 130. I'm picking Whittaker on the judges' scorecards. Whittaker for a decision win. Costa is 65% of the people's picks. Whittaker lost to Wonderboy years ago, though. We're going to find out everything about Costa here, because this is the second biggest fight of Paulo Costa's career. He lost to Adesanya, an all-time great. Rob Whittaker, a damn good one. I like this fight. I'm going to throw the poll up for the main event. We're going to get to it in a second. We are 8 likes away from a Ripskis, so if you want me to rip it up before this main event, make sure you smash the likes. If you want to see me shadow box it up, we're a ways away. I'm not going to lie to you. It was set at 200 for the shadow box, man. But if we hit this 160 likes for the Ripskis, I will do the shadow box at 180. Let's do it like that. I'll throw you guys a double. So if you smash the likes, you'll get a Ripskis and then a 180 shadow box. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Bum, ba-dum. Hey, we hit the 160. Look at that. Guys, I owe you a rip. Shout out to you guys, man. Big W's to all my people in the chat. I see you all. AJ's Ripski picks are goated. Pick'em gets it. Pick'em gets it. And then at 180 likes, I'll shadow box it up. I don't think I can do a handstand, brother. I'll fucking end up wiping out and breaking something in the background. UFC's trying to bring Costa closer to the belt. Whittaker will never have a title shot. Unfortunately, there's nothing to fight for anymore. If Whittaker goes out and beats up Paulo Costa, I mean, a Dricus du Plessis rematch is not out of the question. I don't think so. All right, let's jump to our main event of the evening. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you smash that like button. If this is your first time on the channel, you're new here, make sure you subscribe. I have daily content and daily live streams. After this, I'll be dropping a press conference reaction video and then a members-only stream. So if you're not a member and you're interested in joining the members streams, check it out. Link in the description. Alexander Volkanovski versus Ilya Topuria. I am picking Alexander Volkanovski. I'm going with the and still. I know statistically speaking, 35 and older at 170 or below has like 2 wins out of X amount of fights, 20 something. But Alexander Volkanovski is not a statistic, bro. He's a once in a generation featherweight talent. I believe him to be the greatest featherweight of all time. The way he outstruck Max Holloway in their most recent bout was amazing to me. The way that he brought the heat to Islam Makhachev in their first fight was incredible. The way he beat up Yair was awesome. He fought Makhachev last time on a very short notice, man. Less than 2 weeks to prepare, he took the fight. Respect him for it. Absolutely. It's savage that he went for that. But it definitely wasn't optimal to win a fight against pound for pound number one Makhachev, or at least damn close to pound for pound one. Dominant lightweight champion. Volkanovski with a full camp is terrifying. Volkanovski here against Elliott Topuria, I believe, shines. It's not an easy fight, but I think he can hurt Elliott Topuria, and I think he's live for a third round finish. You think Topuria could clip him? I know some people are going to be on Topuria. I understand. Spar with Volk prior to his Aldo fight. His presence is undeniable. Just feel like he would never run out of gas. He doesn't, bro. He doesn't run out of gas. 2-29. It's about to be 3-29 after Saturday. I'm ready to sprawl and brawl after that rip. Listen, I want to bring you guys entertainment. If you guys want to see me shadow box it up, 180 likes will do it. Volkanovski and Topuria. So let's look at the resume of Elliott Topuria for a moment here. Biggest win to date is his last fight. He's got a 5-round decision where he outstruck Josh Emmett. Before that, finish of Bryce Mitchell by sub. Second round, it was okay. Fight before that, he beat Jai Herbert, but it was not without risk. He got dropped with a high kick early. Beat Ryan Hall, who's very one-dimensional. Destroyed Damon Jackson. That was impressive. And then beat Yusuf Zalal coming into the UFC as a debuting guy. He's been on a hell of a run. Josh Emmett, the biggest win to date, is a stern W to have, certainly. But Volkanovski's beaten everybody. Max Holloway 3 times. Chan Sung Jung, Yair Rodriguez, Brian Ortega, Jose Aldo, Chad Mendez. The only legend off of the list for Alexander Volkanovski is Conor McGregor. I know that fight is probably unlikely, but shit, at some point, if that could happen, that would have been amazing. He would have fought all of the former 45-pound champs in the UFC. I would have loved to see prime Conor, prime Volkanovski at 45. Ilya's doing this for Aldo. Absolutely fucking nobody else, but do love Volk. Ilya shocks the world. All right. I believe Volk can do this thing. I come from a land down under. Volk is minus 126, the favorite. Topuria plus 106, the dog. Money line would be the A side. Over a round and a half is minus 350. I think that happens. Under 3.5 at plus 100. That's scary, though. Volk by TKO plus 250. This would be a money line only. And it's even a dangerous bet. I put Volkanovski in a most confident picks because I had to double down on my main event take because I believe Volkanovski is going to expose some flaws in Elliott Topuria. Volkanovski for the win. TKO, third round. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Chat, though, where are they at? The chat has Volkanovski at 59, now 60% of the picks. I'm not surprised by chat being on Volkanovski, too. I like that chat's on Volkanovski. 10 more likes for the shadow box. We got to pull it off quick, guys. Let's go. Volkanovski. Like Topuria KO / decision. Good luck, man. If Volk wins or loses, does he fight Max versus Gaethje winner? I think if he wins, more likely than if he loses. Gianni the Greek calling it Topuria KO. All right. Guys, I'm looking for the value. I'm picking Ilya Topuria. He's a great underdog. I know Volkanovski's dominant, but I'm laying it down. We're going with Ilya Topuria knockout. I'm not playing the chalk on Volkanovski. There's your impression of the day. There's your impression. You can see the change of guard. I hope not. Saturday's coming soon, bro. 2 days until Saturday. Shit gets me laughing every time. I love that, Grammy. Now, with this show, I don't love getting too in-depth about parlays because it's a repeat of what was said before. I want to wait for the weigh-ins. I currently think there are some decent parlay options that I'm going to throw as a poll, actually. All right. I'm throwing the parlay option poll up. What is your favorite parlay? Purely by confidence level. I don't want you to be too swayed by odds. I want the confidence of the people. I have 4 parlays up in the poll. I see the fight favoring Volkanovski. The grappling will be there, and I think he's on his way to winning. Post weigh-in parlays are my favorite. You want to snap the Ray? If you snap the Ray-Bans in half, bro, I'm going to put you in a fucking Americana, bro. Put you in a pretzel. I'll give you the fucking foot uppercut like Zohan. Guys, we're 5 likes away from 180, so I think it has to happen. We have to hit 180 live. You don't want to see the shadow box, you're making a mistake. You like Garry in the over 2.5. I like that. I like where the people's heads are at. I think Volk's too much for the Spaniard. Ian Garry post-fight interview being annoying, -600, probably -800. Right now, this poll, ahead in the poll, Kopylov and Lemos is a parlay that seems to be well-liked by the masses. And we hit 180 likes. Disco. Good. Oh, let's fucking disco it up. We got the same picks. I'm glad, Drizzy. Listen, I owe you guys a shadow box off, so let me do it for you. Cheers to the people. Obrigado. With the shades. I do got the Costa reach. Holy shit. There we go. Woo. The flying knee. The sound effects. Me versus Guru could make a bag. You got better. Damn, that knee is nasty. That's funny. Look like Sean Brady. Yeah, Bilal would probably whoop my ass. Oh, I'm breathing deep now. A knee, you stay at least 5 seconds there. My flying knee is like Michael Jordan's fucking free throw dunk. Nice jab, clean hands. Thanks. I got to pace myself. Well, I'm letting it all out for the people on stream. I'm letting it all out. Listen, I never claimed to be the best boxer in the world, but I'm always willing to shadow box it off to show that I got a little something there. Can I go 3 rounds if I lose weight? If I lose weight right now, I'm heavy, boy. I'm heavy as fuck. I mean, could I? Yes, I can force out 3 rounds, but not comfortably. Guru checks under his bed for AJ. That knee for the people. I do it for the people, bro. The python bicep over here. Thank you for the $5, Julian. Let's go. Shout out Julian Ubale for the dono. Yup, Guru versus AJ for the people. Main event. Let's go. Clearly congested and still throw a record number of strikes per shadow box edible. Thank you, Justin. I need to do more cardio. You're right. I just got to trim it down. It's all about heart, bro. LOL. Don't quit. Stay in the fight. Rocky style, baby. 2-minute rounds. BKFC. You got to be ready for a fast pace, though. Kuru felt that knee in London. Rock had people's elbow. AJ has the people's knee. That's funny as fuck. That's funny. What a stream. The late night live. Always bring in menacing chaos. Kopylov is the technique looks solid. Thank you, Keith. I'm picking Kopylov. Yeah. Kopylov Lemos is the people's favorite parlay. I'm with them. I'm with them. I'm with them. Yeah, I know the press is in 5 minutes. Perfect timing on this stream, huh? Holy shit. That's crazy. 10 out of 10 timing. The stream was magnificent. See you soon. See you soon. I'm just trying to get this people's parlay. Age, if you're Italian sub, oil and vinegar or mayo? I like the oil and vinegar, personally. Just habitual, bro. It's just what I've always done. Little oil vinegar, nothing wrong with it. So your picks for yesterday was awesome. Solid 4. Thank you, Useless. Volk's dressed up as an old man for the press. That's fun. I'm excited as hell for the presser. Make sure you guys run the likes up. Let's see. What are we at for the number of people that currently are subscribed? We are at 27,334 subs. That is fucking magnificent, guys. Shout out to everybody. Yeah, members stream will be around 9:30. If it's a little bit later, don't hold it against me too bad, but I'm trying. AJ's low-key built, gonna put him against Johnny Walker. Dude, Johnny Walker would whoop my ass, man. I do not want to fight him. If I had to, I would, but I recognize that he would fucking you would out jump me, bro. You think the knee's gonna work for me? He'd land it first. I'd be like, well, fuck it. He's a different level. He's a little too much. But yeah, I'm doing a press conference reaction video. If you guys don't know about those, I started doing them for $2.97, and I realized I have a lot of fun making them, and they're actually really solid videos. So definitely check out that presser reaction and the member stream later on. So we don't stop. We don't stop, bro. We don't stop up in here. We keep going. I think for 500K, you would definitely fight him. Definitely 500K. Are you kidding me? Dude, I can take an ass whooping. I've been jumped. I'll be fine. The press conference is on YouTube, guys. Johnny would jump over me. Yeah, Johnny Walker would be a nightmare fight. I'd find myself whooped. Brutally whooped. AJ, I think Kopylov Hernandez over 1.5 is a good play for parlays. Only 165. I think it's live. Picking Kopylov to finish, though. I just go Kopylov dog money line, my personal take. That is where my head is at least. Guys, I hope you all enjoyed this week's Late Night Live. Like I said, press conference reaction, members only stream later. And then I'm doing the weigh-in show tomorrow as well as a live stream tomorrow. So be with you guys for the whole damn week. Saturday, full card, fight companions. Sunday, picks again. Live stream again. We do it every single day. So keep on watching. Thanks, guys. I'm booking out. See you soon. And I'll have the timestamps up in the next 10 minutes. Peace, guys.